Hey everybody. So I'm going to start something new with my daily videos. I will finish off the Danish Gambit series, however, and may do some more openings and stuff like that. But what I'm going to be doing going forward, because I'm making my videos every day anyway, I thought I'd just add some more value to the Chess Bootcamp Live subscribers and go over some of their games. So if you're a Chess Bootcamp Live subscriber, you can submit games to me to say, for example, how could I improve on this game, or why did I lose this game, what could I have done? Or you could just say, please check out my recent games and tell me how I can improve, right? Because that's what we're all about. We're all about everybody helping everybody to get better. Okay, now this is just one that's just been sent to me and I haven't looked at it yet. It's from Vanessa, rated 799, who's playing a friend from Canada who's they've been playing over the board a bit, and the friend's just joined chess.com, so has a low rating at 468. But Vanessa says this friend is normally around, or should be nearer 1,000. So I haven't looked at this game. I believe it's Danish, and I can see that there are 28 moves. So let us get going and just have a look at this game. I'll say what I would play in this situation. We have e4, e5, and d4, the center game. Okay, denied. So the first thing I would look at here, this is the Murotsi defense in the pit. So the thing is, if you take here and black recaptures, you can then trade queens. Okay, now trading queens isn't always a good idea, because yes, you deny your opponent the ability to castle. Now, if, for example, all the minor pieces are developed and out in the board, okay, then it's not so much of a detriment, because when the queens are off the board, then, you know, and also if some of the minor pieces have been traded, it's less of a detriment. Now at this point in time, if takes, queen takes, king takes, look at these two rooks, right? In order to get into the game, these rooks are going to have to get to, like, the central two files. Okay, white, however, can develop and castle, right, and then get their other rook to the center, you know, in due course. So here, I would imagine I would be very tempted to capture an e5, to be honest, and in fact I probably have done that many times. In fact, let's pull up the chess.com Explorer while we're at it, and I'm going to look at my games with the white pieces when we faced this situation. Okay, so d6 now, I have seen never. Okay, well, I didn't see it on the list, but oh no, there it is, it's in third place. Okay, so d6, and I've won 56% of the time when and 55% when I take. The alternative is knight f3, good, perfectly good developing move, but you can see here, if takes, d takes e5 very common, and I'm winning 61% because we trade queens, right? And now black has a real problem. Now black can't get his king safe easily, and also can't get these rooks out easily, whereas white has a free reign. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. Not that. That was my puzzle rush from earlier. Okay, so here we have knight f3. Okay, perfectly good. Maintain the central tension. Nice and mature. Okay, knight f6. This is looking at an undefended pawn, so the first thing I would be thinking is, well, let's defend the pawn. And there's a few ways of doing it. Bishop d3 is okay. The other plus to that is that you are then able to castle because you've developed both kingside minor pieces. Knight c3 is also okay. You'd need to be careful about the bishop coming out and pinning the knight, but the bishop can't do that because of d6 is in the way. So that's an idea. You could also develop your queen, but to here that's really bad because you're blocking the bishop. And here, I guess that's okay, you know, that's not too bad. So in this situation, we have d takes e5. Yeah, and this comes with pressure now because the knight is there. So well spotted. And are we going to have d-takes? Yes, indeed. And then bishop c4. Okay, well this is interesting because now you're tempting black to capture, right? It might have made sense to develop the knight first so that you could recapture with the knight, because right now, if queen takes queen, the only piece that can recapture is the king. However, you know, you do have a mobile rook. But, yeah, and obviously this is lining up a very serious threat, okay? We have knight takes. And now surely the best move in chess. Bishop takes f7 check. Now the king cannot take the bishop, because if the king takes the bishop, the queen is undefended and the queen here is under attack. So the only move here is king e7. But the king takes the bishop and the queen, she falls. Regina mortua est. Okay. We have knight d7. Now, is black here trying to imprison the queen? Well, that pawn actually is hanging. The queen can't go there or there or there right now. So the queen does have two squares where she can go, right? Might as well grab the pawn and pin the knight. Yeah, grab the pawn. This knight's now pinned, can't move. We do need to be careful about this at some point, but there's no knight that's going to be able to threaten that because he'd have to come to one of these squares and it's not on. So bishop b4 check. Now surely c3 kick the bishop, c3 kick the bishop, yes. Very nicely played. Okay. The queen can also now come here with check. Oh, surely that is also a fork on the knight. Vanessa, tell me you saw it. Yes, indeed. Brilliant. Okay. And, you know, here the knight can't block even. So, king moves. Queen takes knight with check. Oh, yes! And Vanessa is 799. Absolutely pasting black here, right? I noticed that's undefended. This stuff's all defended. The knight's defended. The bishop is okay. That's okay. And that's defended only by the king. So look at black's position. You wouldn't want to be in these shoes. So now where can the king go? Can't go there, there, stayed there. 1, 2, 3, 4 options. King goes to f6. And now this bishop out to here with check looks pretty evil. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, king e6 now. And are we out of good checks? We've got a check here with the queen. We've got a check here with the queen. I'd also think about castling now, you know. The point of castling here is not to get your king safe because you're up 10 materials, right? But the point is to activate this guy. So, oh! Nice! The pawn, he pinned. Knight check, didn't even see that one. Wow. Wow. Somebody's learning. Okay, and now, you've got a check, nice check here. Knight could block, but seriously? Okay, there's another check, yep. And this king is just running now. This bishop's now under threat, so what do we do? h4 would defend the bishop. Oh, take the hanging bishop. Why not? Indeed, and another check. And now castles. Okay, great. Whew. This is a punishment beating, it really is, okay? And another check, right? But don't forget, Vanessa, don't forget to develop, right? I mean, you look at this check and it's like, okay, well, does this check lead to a convincing advantage, right? Well, okay, the king can't go here, but can go to any of these squares, I believe, right? So, you know, here the king moves and now the knight's under attack, right? Previously, the knight was on a perfectly good defended square. I would have played knight d2 and then centralised both the rooks. And then it's just happy hunting, right? Here, now we've got a problem. Now we have to move our knight back, okay? And what's been achieved by that move? Not a lot, really. Okay, and the pawn comes in, hits the knight, but we've got lots and lots of opportunities now to continue to harass Black, queen there, looks pretty obvious. You've got h3 check. You've even got... No, you don't have that. That is not an option. h3 might be interesting. Then you've got a spare place to put your knight. Oh! Oh! Okay. I think we have a tactical genius in the making here, everybody. Look at this. And only 8 minutes used so far. This pawn is effectively pinned because if the pawn takes the knight, the undefended rook, e4. King comes back. Now, good. Now we complete development. Okay, move 21. You can complete development in 8 moves, boys and girls. Right? Okay. We are harassing the queen, but now I spy with my little eye something beginning with F. Do you see it? No. Knight h4 check. No, but this was better, look. Knight here wins the rook. Hurrah! Having said that, check here. The king can't really come and approach the knight because the rook falls anyway, and the king can't go here, but the king can go here. So, knight h4 check. King there, we haven't won the rook. Oh, but we have this. And the rook is actually technically pinned. And you're in check, come on. Yes! Oh, this is too much fun. King retreats. Now please show me your forking awareness. Yes! Love it. Oh, rook takes. Splendid. Queen takes probably even better, eh? I don't know. Queen takes is checkmate, is it not? No, because either way you've got king takes there. So king takes knight. Oh, now we're just up, uppity, up. I would here probably bring the knight back to f3 with check. Yes, indeed. Well done. Queen d4 check. And it's going to be over very, very soon, surely. And can you find the checkmating move? Pause if you need. Don't know how many there are actually here. So the way I would do this is, okay, the king can technically capture that rook, so we've got to do something about that. Can't go there. So what we need to do is we need to deliver check, right? Because the king has no squares other than this, right? We need to deliver check and protect that square. So queen e4 is a lovely, lovely checkmate, and that is a glorious game. That is a really glorious game. I will check the game review because I'd like to see. Okay, so there's a blunder from 83 accuracy and you're 799. Girl, you're going up. You're going up. Okay, so let's just go through this with the fish's help. I'd like to see what there is in here for me to learn as well, you see. Every game's a learning experience, okay? Computer doesn't like this move, but computer's not a human. Okay, now here, knight to f3 is a book move. Great. Okay. And knight f6 takes, and that's an inaccuracy. Leads to losing material because, apart from anything else, queen takes, king has to take, knight takes, yeah? But, okay, so this is a mistake. Because the exact same, look, we have a symmetrical, ignore the bishop, right? Look at this, we have a symmetrical situation, right? Queen takes queen, king is forced to take, there's no other legal move, and then you win a pawn. However, if you move your bishop to there, queen takes, king's forced to take, and you lose your pawn. Big difference. But black failed to spot it and grab the pawn, and then bishop takes f7 check is an inaccuracy. Huh. Okay. The better way to trade pieces. So I'm thinking the computer's maybe saying trade queens and then grab the pawn for free. King takes f7 is best. What? Oh. Right, black missed the trick, I think, here. The trick is and anyone who's studied the Danish will know this, right? Whenever this knight has come out, then if we trade queens, we always have this discovered attack by the rook, right? Queen takes d8 is a great move, and I think blunder, okay? This overlooks a better way to simultaneously reveal an attack on a piece and check the king. Exactly. The best line was bishop b4 check. Yes, indeed, right? And then you drop the queen back, probably. Yeah, drop the queen back, takes, and we trade off. And we end up in a relatively equal position, but a pawn up and still actually have castling rights, which is not bad. Okay, so let's go back. So that's a lesson for black there, right? After this, terrible, okay? And, you know, black is already losing from this point, but that's the important lesson, right? If you play against the Danish, always remember, if queens are traded, then you have this idea with the discovery. So in this situation, that's an inaccuracy. The best move was trade queens first, okay? And let's see what the computer says. King takes, oh, then grab that pawn. Oh, okay. And again, we're a pawn up. Again, we still maintain castling rights. Black king has had to move. This rook's going to be slow getting out into the board. But as it happens, black missed the pretty hard to find move. And unless you're kind of familiar with playing against the Danish Gambit, and quite honestly, nobody at this level, nobody sub 1000 is going to have much of a clue, because it is a tricky move to find that discovery. But beautiful move. Vanessa, thank you very much for sharing. And anyone else who's in Chess Bootcamp Live, watch out for an email from me. I'll be inviting you to send in your games, and you know, hopefully it's helpful for everybody and everybody who follows the channel as well. So if you want to join Chess Bootcamp, then go along to chessbootcamp.club, and as things stand, you can still enter the code CBC friend to get a discount. The other interesting thing as well is that now we're in March, we are moving to 7 days a week. We have a session every day of the week coming up from this point. Okay, so in addition to that, we've already got 20 lessons already recorded at every level, from foundation, which is sub 750, breakthrough, which is 750 to 1000, intermediate 1000 to 1250, and then the advanced group is 1250 upwards. Some absolutely awesome material in there, and if you use the code CBC friend, you can get access for $39 a month instead of $49, but only if you sign up pretty soon, okay, because that will close. And the other thing is, we've got 45 members now. When we get to 100, we're actually closing the doors on this as well. So, you know, if you think this may be for you, try it out, join up, you know, check it out, and maybe you'll be able to send me one of your games, and we'll go over one of those as well. Okay, but other than that, so what we've got, Craig's session is this evening in a few hours, so looking forward to that. And Craig's now moved. So Craig started off in doing some classic end game patterns, and now we're moving into middle game strategy, which is really fascinating. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you soon.